Welcome. In tonight's video, we're going to be talking about something that absolutely terrifies people. Or they just don't realize when they start buying machinery, like table saws and router tables and jointers, they make a lot of dust. They make a big mess real quick. So then they start looking for a dust collector. And I was in the same boat, but I didn't have much money to spend. And I happened upon the Harbor Freight specialty, the Central Machinery Dust Sucker. I don't think that's actually what it's called. It's a fine name, I think. The Dust Sucker. This is probably like 2018. I think it was $200 at the time. A steal of a bargain. Current day prices, I think it's $300. Still, a steal of a bargain. I'm going to show you what I have since cobbled together that I call dust collection. Mind you, I've been using this thing for going on 8 years now. I've added a few accessories to it. I customized it a little bit. I think you're going to be shocked. We're going to be heading into the deep recesses of that back corner. I don't go there too often. It's scary, but let's check it out. Well, what do we have here? Oh, check it out, folks. The Harbor Freight specialty. It is an industrial dust collector. Central Machinery, baby. Industrial collector. All right, so let's get a quick panning shot. Wow, that's impressive. You know, I was just thinking, it's a little dark back here. Maybe I'll, oh, what's this? Look, my Festool KBSC cordless work light. Let me turn it on. Let me turn it up to max brightness. I hate when all the Festool fanboys name every tool they use. And then I'm going to use the OF1010 router to route this little groove. And then I'm going to use the RO150 sander with the granite paper for the, it's like, we get it. I'm a Festool fan too. I don't obsess though, I think I'm going to turn the light off. I think that looks better. So what we have here, essentially, the Harbor Freight Dustmaster, I call it now. Make sure I got the Dustmaster. Again, I don't know what it's called. Oh, item 61790. Okay. Should I switch to a wide angle lens? Maybe that's better. All right. So you see what you get here. You get a motor. You get this bag to collect all the chips and shavings. But you don't get that. I'll put up a picture of what you get. You get a little bag. A little cloth bag. And I'm going to tell you right now, the thing just does not work. It inflates and then just blows dust right through it. I don't understand what it's supposed to do. So I upgraded to this here. This is the Win Environmental. I had to put the badge on there. Win Environmental. I don't know the specific model number, but I know that right now, the heat is going to come on right now. Let me just shut that off. I'm so sorry. I am so unprofessional. Idiot. Hey, you can shut off now. I paid, I think, around $200 for this. It's not cheap. Now they're between $200 and $300 depending on the model. But I've been using it for 8 years. I probably cleaned it 50 times. Long life out of this thing. And it's a huge, huge improvement over the little bag thing. I can't tell you. Cleaning it's a little bit of a job, but it's not that bad. Now, one thing about this dust collector, I mean, this is like, bare bones here, folks. This is the most basic thing you can get. Changing this bag is a nightmare. Getting it up on there, you can see I got tape. I'd always tape it on. I tried magnets and things to hold it. It just keeps falling down. And it's not very big either. It just doesn't hold much. So years ago, I got the Oneida Super Dust Deputy. Look at that big boy. And you just cut a hole and mount it onto a garbage can. This is a Brute, you see. I don't know what size. Not that big. It's like a third. I don't know what size it is. It's not a huge one though. It's actually pretty short. What this is, if you're not familiar, it's a dust separator. So all the dust comes in, and through some sort of super special cyclonic action, it all comes down through this chute, drops into there, and clean air passes through here, or whichever, through the top, out the top. Comes in here, separated, drops, air goes out the top, through the dust collector into here, and then obviously up and through the filter. Now, I just put this back into service. I had to dig it out of the backyard. I remembered, that's why it's all dirty like that there now. All dirty there now. Icky. So, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, I've done a fair amount of work, and you can see that there's a little bit in there. I think that was just left. A little bit does get through the really fine stuff. So if I beat on this, I don't know if you're going to see it though. You'll see the dust kind of dropping into the bag, but normally when I did that before, it would just come down like crazy. Nah, it's kind of hard to see there. So this system basically saves me from ever having to change this bag. And when I clean the filter, it's like, I don't know, 5 minutes I can have that thing all cleaned out. Before, it was a total nightmare. It was so caked in there, the entire inside. If I open this up, get a peek in here. Get you in there. Get you up inside there now. And it's going to be, see that? Collecting all them shavings right down in there now. Where am I here? What am I doing? I paid, I don't know, $200 for that. It's a little more now. It might be $250 to $300, something like that. And you got to buy a can. That was like $30. The good, nice, big, heavy-duty Brute. What are you looking at here? If you were to buy this now, $300 for that, probably $250 for that, $550, $750, maybe $850, $850, maybe $900 at the top end. $900. You're getting a separator and a really good filter that will last you many years, and really good suction. I think it's over 1,000 CFM. It has a lot of suction. It's I don't know what the, it's like a 1 3/4 horse or something. It's got a lot of suction. It's not lacking in the suction department. So if you're going to go with a, you know, I mean, this is kind of like, has been functioning for me and working well enough that I haven't replaced it. But a dust collector with this, you know, the separator and everything, you're probably starting around $2,500 for even a halfway decent one. Up even beyond that, and they're really big. Like, they're really tall. So, I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it for me right now. Considering sometimes I go like months without doing work in here. If I'm on site and busy. If I was in here every day, it'd be a different story. It's a little goofy, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little goofy. Not everything can be perfect. I'm pretty happy with this setup. I'm gonna pull a filter and we'll take a look inside there. I don't know what that stain is. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm pretty certain that was there when I bought it. Look at that. It's a pleated filter. And you can see, now normally what I do here, I'll just show you if I can. Oops. Yeah, didn't know what I want to do. What I do to clean this, and this has become so much easier because it used to just get totally, that's why these things are all open. It just gets so packed in there. It would take me like half an hour. I'd have to take it outside. I was throwing it around the yard. I was hitting it with a baseball bat. I was screaming at it. It was not it was a rather tumultuous relationship. Okay? And I still did what I'm about to show you. I just stick this in here, this hose, turn it on, and just go, wah, wah. See, look. See if it's working. Get in there. And it just sucks it all right down. And it's very clean. It's a very clean process. So I just do that until it's good and clean. And then I strap it back on the dust collector. Literally, you saw that there was a green ratchet strap there. I use that to really pull it down and get the seal good and tight. Because otherwise that's another thing. You got to reach up. You got to take the bag off. You got to reach up in there. You got to reach up in there. And there's these silly little clips they have that connect like around here and go down. I threw them away after like a week and got a ratchet strap. So much simpler. Pulls it down nice and snug, seals it up. You know, and Bob's your uncle. Whatever that means. So, there you have it. Now you can see where it kind of collects a little bit here. Overall, now that's like, there's almost nothing in there. That's a couple weeks. So really, what am I even saying? I'm saying I think the Central Machinery Harbor Freight Franken Monster dust collector with those little upgrades is still a good deal. For under $1,000, you've got a pretty decent little setup. A couple things I'll note. At my location here, I can just go dump the garbage can in the woods, you know, hide the evidence. But if you can't do that, feel like you're in a city or something, you poor soul. You can put a garbage bag in the garbage can, but you got to weight it down somehow so it doesn't suck up. Right? So what I did, I don't do this anymore. I just got some chicken wire, some heavy-duty chicken wire, and made like a little circle out of it and just set it in there. And as it filled up, or when you go to empty it, you just kind of shimmy it on out of there. Yeah, you shimmy it on out of there. You set it aside and you can bag it up and do whatever you know, seal the bag up, take it to your local disposal. Or you just throw it in your neighbor's yard. So I don't know where it came from. What? Are you accusing me of throwing a big, huge bag of wood dust? You just tell them like that, and then you just turn around and walk away. That's how you deal with people like that. Once they become accustomed to that, you can start throwing your trash in their yard. Be all right. Never have to pay for garbage service again. Hey, thanks for watching. I think that's going to be it on this one. Is somebody breaking in here? No. Just my psychosis. Okay. I'll see you on that. That is someone breaking in here.